Here we are not going to go deep into the hormones, right? What exactly the entire actions of testosterone, what is its mechanism of action? Here we are not going to discuss that. So this competency is all about male reproductive system, and I have enlisted these competencies for your clarity. Alright. So we got to know the basics of male reproductive system, we got to know functions of testis, spermatogenesis and its control, what are the factors that modifies that, and finally the relationship with psychiatric component, mental aspect of male reproductive functions. So guys, we'll begin our discussion with male reproductive system, and this picture will give you a complete clarity of what these structures are and how they are related, connected, and then its relationship with other abdominal structures. So people, number 1 refers to testis, the blue one, this structure refers to testis. Number 2, what you're seeing is epididymis, the hook-like thing that is attached to the testis is what is called as epididymis. So we have testis here, and epididymis is going to be like this. So there is going to be head of epididymis, body of epididymis, and tail of epididymis, right? That will be hooking to the testis. So number 1 testis, number 2 epididymis. Number 3, it is going to be ductus deferens. So the tail of epididymis continues as ductus deferens, also called as vas deferens. That's number 3, point number 3. Number 4, it is going to be prostrate. Here it is, guys. This structure lying beneath the urinary bladder is what is called as prostate gland. Number 5, it's going to be vesicular gland. This structure is going to be vesicular gland, also called as seminal vesicles. Number 5, this one is going to be vesicular gland, also called as seminal vesicle. Now you can see that across the prostate there is going to be the urethral extension, right? So the urethra cuts across the parenchyma of prostate and carries the excreta to the exterior. Now the vesicular gland or seminal vesicle empties its content into the main urethra, and this duct which is draining the seminal vesicle, the duct that drains the seminal vesicle is going to be what is called as ejaculatory duct. Alright, number 6, this one is going to be ejaculatory duct. Alright. Number 7, this is going to be Cowper's glands. Number 7 is going to be Cowper's glands. 8 is urinary bladder, it's simple. 9, urethra, that we discussed, and the other structures are related to penis, guys. Number 10, this one represents corpus spongiosum glandus. Number 10, it is going to be corpus spongiosum glandus. Number 11, it is going to be corpus spongiosum penis. Number 12, corpus cavernosum penis. So 10 and 11 indicates spongiosa muscle, 12 indicates cavernosa muscle. The name itself suggests cavernosa. It consists of cavernous kinds of sinuses where blood flows and stagnates there, and as a consequence of blood getting stagnated in these muscular pouches, penis will go for erection, right? So that's the basic anatomy here, guys. And finally there is going to be colon here, number 13, 14 rectum, 15 anal canal. Alright people, and all these bony structures, A, pubic symphysis, B is going to be sacrum, and C, it is going to be coccyx, right? So these are all the basic structures you got to be clear with when it comes to male reproductive system. So people, let me have a quick recap, and let's just, I'll get you those words, and you try to be oriented to those words and try to make sure where the structures are and how the connections are there. It all begins from testis, epididymis, ductus deferens, also called as vas deferens. It goes all the way from the scrotum, it goes up into the pelvis, it goes behind the urinary bladder, and it enters into the urethra. Just beneath the urinary bladder there is going to be seminal vesicle, and the content of seminal vesicles are drained via ejaculatory duct into the urethra. There is prostate gland which is lying beneath the urinary bladder and which has got a outpouching, and the content of prostatic secretions will also be drained into urethra. So it is this urethra that receives all these fluids, urine from the bladder, spermatozoas from the ductus deferens or vas deferens, secretions of seminal vesicles. As it goes down, it is also being interfered with secretions of Cowper's glands, right? So that's urethra. And when it comes to penis, we have two spongiosa muscles and one cavernosa muscles, right? So that's male reproductive system, doctors.